Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I want to talk a little bit about the item duping situation in Star Citizen 4.0. I think that this is kind of a hot topic right now because a lot of people see it as a good opportunity to give CIG feedback about a potential item recovery or insurance system in the game. Now, a lot of people looking at this as item insurance, but some people see it as duping, like a major duping issue in the game. Now, the reason why people see it as item insurance is because you're paying for the items, right? You're not getting them for free. Uh, I think that CIG recently said that they posted a fix to this. I haven't had an opportunity to jump in game and see what this fix is as of yet. But I'm sure they'll keep us posted on exactly how that works. But I think there are kind of two things happening here. There is a conversation around item insurance, but there is also uh, an actual system that CIG is supposed to put in called unique item recovery that was supposed to come with the inventory kiosks, but they decided to split those two deliverables uh, because they thought that unique item recovery needed more time. So I kind of wanted to go back, and this is a Camel video where he finds the specific part in a Star Citizen Live where they kind of talk about this. We wanted to go over what unique item recovery is and how it works. So we'll kind of listen to this for a little bit, and then I'll make my suggestions what CAG could potentially do to make this system actually work.
I'm looking at you. Yes. So when you, with your subscriber armor, you do gain a blueprint when crafting is introduced into Star Citizen. I looked at you because we were talking about crafting, and I thought you might want to carry on that just for the record.
Nick's the one who's
It's a
going to get
controversial topic.
Yeah, I'm very nervous about this question. I want to get right. So when crafting comes into Star Citizen, you will receive a blueprint for your items that you've got, and you will be able, those unique items you will be able to craft again.
And just because I know somebody's immediately going to ask, that's not a replacement of the item kiosk, the item recovery a kiosk that we've talked about in the past. That is, I think it was at one point we intended it to be in a previous patch, and it just wasn't ready and stuff like this. There are still plans for that. When we solve a number of technical challenges, we were talking about that before the show. You know, how to basically how to keep that from being an item duplication machine. You know, it has to go through and find, like, where is the existing item? Where is the oh, it's floating out in the, halfway between Hearst and Microtech. Okay, it's got to clean that item up and and give you the new one so we don't.
Exactly. So basically what's happening is, or what they want to do is uh have like an item warranty system, right? So in real life, items have warranties. That's I mean, it's not complicated, it's not crazy. You buy an iPhone or something, you get Apple Care with it. You buy a car, you can get an extended warranty on it. You buy an appliance, you can get warranty on that. Any kind of electrical thing you might have bought recently, they'll probably ask you, hey, do you want to add this 2-year warranty or something for a small extra fee? You know, we get that all the time. The whole meme of, a salesperson trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty or whatever, that is a very long-standing meme in the online zeitgeist. I think that it's pretty obvious what CIG needs to do here is that they need to or basically what they intend to do, what Jared's saying here, is that they have a system where you have all of your items, right? And they need to be able to cherry pick that and say that these are account bound items, and these account bound items need to be cleaned up, right? So how a typical warranty works in real life is when an item breaks, you fill out the warranty and they send you, you fill out the warranty, you send them the old item, they send you a new item, essentially. So basically how CIG would want this to work is where to prevent it from being a duping situation, that the old item gets cleaned up or removed. So let's say you die in a bunker, and you have subscriber armor on, or an account bound gun like Luminalia gun, for instance, one of the free gifts, and you drop that item uh in game. What happens is that it gets cleaned up. You go to the kiosk and you get a brand new item. It's on the warranty or whatever. So uh that is kind of a different situation to what he was kind of previously talking about, where you also will get a blueprint for this item. So you buy armor or gun on the store, you'll get a blueprint to be able to make it. This, I think, is a bit more complicated because obviously there is a financial advantage for players that do this, or buying items on the store giving you blueprints, because uh, in theory this blueprint will be reusable. So now you can just, like, use this blueprint to make hundreds of this store item gun, and just kind of distribute it, kind of barring if it's a kind of special blueprint that you can only use at certain times. I don't know. I think that unique item recovery at the kiosk is kind of all you need, right? And then insurance claiming weapons. I think that they're worried about giving us the ability to do that because players kind of do that with ships now. They abandon a ship on the planet and they kind of just claim it with a claim timer. I think the the best way to do that for weapons as well may be to put a timer on it. You pay a fee, and then you just have a timer that you can't instantly get these weapons back, and that will discourage people from trying to dupe, or whatever. So maybe okay, it would be the time it takes to manufacture this weapon and kind of ship it to you type thing. So yeah, you would be able to get all of your stuff back, but it's like, okay, you go to a bunker, for instance, and you have these weapons and armors on you, and you die. You could go and you can get new weapons, and if you want those old specific weapons back without having to go back to your body, what you could do is you could do an insurance claim, and you can pay it, and then the timer will count down how long it'll take for those items to be added back to your local, your main inventory, your home inventory location. And so more than likely the next time you log on, those items will be back. Now if you want to take the time to go back to that location and get those exact items, you can always still do that. Those items won't be cleaned up. So yeah, I just kind of want to say, I think personally a timer, just like how ships have a timer, is a good solution to this situation. Honestly, at the end of the day, dupers kind of do this whole thing to make money, and time is money. So if you make people spend time, they're not going to want to, they're going to want to see that there are better ways, faster ways of making money, and they will not turn to duping. Is basically what I'm trying to say. And for the people that they just want their stuff back, they won't mind waiting, right? Because let's say you go to a bunker with the Vandal mask because it's cool, and then you die. You're like, oh, okay, well, I just have to, I'll get it back tomorrow. I'm not going to try to go back to my body. I'm just going to put on a different armor set, and then tomorrow I'll have my Vandal mask back. That type of thing. You pay a little bit of money, and then it's back the next day. I think a lot of people would be perfectly fine with that. It's kind of like character repair, but it's in game, right? So I think obviously someone might still dupe but to get a helmet every day, you wait, you, and it'll cost, you have to pay the price of the helmet. It's not going to make any sense and worth it. Imagine that, right? To call this duping, you would have to uh, uh make a claim on the item, pay whatever fee, go to a terminal, whatever, pay the fee, the full price of this item, and then wait for it to be delivered. To me, I think it's a fair enough solution if you want to have a full loot game and account bound items where you're selling things for real money. It's just kind of the name of the game. And if anybody can go in and buy or loot those things and have different ownership, it is a potential possibility. If somebody has a blueprint for this item, let's say you have a blueprint for Halloween mask, it's available on the store as well. You make a bunch of those Halloween masks. I kind of feel like it's the same thing, right? So you have spent real money to get this this item in game, and you have a blueprint to make it in game and kind of sell it. What's stopping you from doing that? Unless there's specific systems in place that gives you different limitations on how much you can use or how often you can use this blueprint or something like that. And I'm not entirely sure. You guys will have to correct me in the comments down below, but I think CAG turned around and said that there were some things you wouldn't get a blueprint for that you bought on the store, like ships. I think CAG said you will not get a blueprint for ships purchased on the store. So it's kind of like an interesting and potentially weird situation that I think that, to me, in my opinion, again, I think the best two solutions for this would be to have an insurance system on FPS items where you have to wait and pay for the item. Okay, I think that would be the best situation. And then for store-bought items, you like items that you buy in the store, you can't do that with them. With store-bought items, you would have to put in a warranty claim, and this would clean up the old items, and you will get a new item. So items purchased with real money cannot be replicated. There's only ever one instance of them because the old version gets cleaned up. But items purchased with in-game money, those items will have a timer and you have to repurchase them. I think that's kind of the best solution. Again, I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think a timer makes sense? Do you guys want them to clean up subscriber items so there's only ever one instance of it? What is your kind of idea or solution to this situation? Because it kind of seems like CAG is not entirely sure what they want to do. Again, unique item recovery was supposed to be released with item banks, but they decided to separate the deliverables to give unique item recovery more time to develop. And it seems like what they want to do for unique item recovery is track account bound items so they can be cleaned up and removed and you can get a new one. And again, I do think that's a good system, but we don't know how long it's going to take. There really hasn't been any word of it coming back to the roadmap since it was removed, even though they said it would be back pretty soon. But you know how things go, different priorities get moved around depending on when things get delivered. So I really don't blame them too much for that. But that's my take on the situation. I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. This is going to be it for me in this video. You guys, thanks for hanging out with me again. Like I always say at the end of these videos, you guys, Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Salud.